Hey there, it's Leona. Welcome to Zen Mindfulness Shodo. Today, we're gonna practice Shodo meditation while focusing on the Hiragana character for Sa. So, let's begin a beautiful journey together. When you write a character, imagine a square about the size of the character that you are gonna write like this. First, I'm gonna write it. Then I'm gonna explain the points and tips for writing the character beautifully in detail. The first stroke starts from a point, a bit higher than the middle of the left half of the middle horizontal line. This stroke curves down, and it moves upward to the right until the middle vertical line is in the middle of the stroke. For this stroke, instead of applying too much pressure from the starting point, it's better to gently stroke to the right while gradually increasing the thickness, as this can more effectively express the natural curved elegance of Hiragana characters, making them look more beautiful, compared to creating the line with the same pen pressure and thickness from start to end. From the end point of the first stroke, move the pen upward to the left like this, before creating the second stroke. The second stroke starts from a point, a bit higher than, and to the right of the center point of the top left square. This stroke is curving down, and it goes through the middle of the first stroke. It moves downward to the right, until the first stroke is in the middle of the stroke. The end point before the check is a little bit to the left of the ending point of the first stroke. For this stroke as well, instead of applying too much pressure from the starting point, it's better to gently stroke downwards, while gradually increasing the thickness. You can better express the curved beauty that's unique to Hiragana more effectively, and make the stroke look more beautiful, compared to making the line with the same thickness and pressure from start to end. At the end point of the second stroke, it checks downward to the left towards the starting point of the third stroke, and the third stroke starts from a point a little bit to the right of the beginning point of the first stroke. This stroke curves down. It moves downward to the right while curving down until a point a little bit to the left of the right edge of the second stroke. Another guideline for the position of the ending point is that the space below the ending point of the third stroke and the space above the beginning point of the second stroke are almost the same size. Then this character is vertically centered in the square box, so it appears more balanced and neater. The space to the left of the starting point of the first stroke and the space to the right of the ending point should also be about the same width, because originally the first stroke moved to the right until the middle vertical line is in the middle of the stroke, so those spaces should be about the same width. Then this character is placed in the center of the square box, so it appears more balanced. For this stroke, like the first and second strokes, you should start with a light pen pressure at the beginning point and gradually increase the pressure as the stroke moves downward to the right, making it get thicker. By writing this way, you can better express the unique curved beauty of Hiragana and make the character look more beautiful. As I explained for the Hiragana character ki, when you check at the end of the second stroke, the direction of the check shouldn't go downwards like this, but rather check horizontally like this. By checking horizontally, you can create a more smooth connection to the third stroke, so it looks more beautiful. You can connect the second and third strokes like this, but if you do that, it might look like a typed character, not a handwritten character, because the shape is the same as the typed Hiragana character ki. So, at the end of the second stroke, check to the left and create the third stroke that looks like it's connected even though it's not actually connected to the third stroke. By writing it this way, you can express the pen movement more clearly, and the character will have a handwritten, more three-dimensional appearance. Even when connecting the second and third strokes, instead of making this part with the same thickness until the end like this, It looks more beautiful and three-dimensional if you make the left curved part thin and then gradually make the line thicker towards the ending point. Alright, please refer to these points when practicing. The key points and tips for writing hiragana characters, as explained in this video, are concisely summarized in this book in a similar manner. The book allows you 3 pages to practice each character. It can be purchased on Amazon. See the link in the description. I'm gonna practice 1 page of this workbook this time, but you're welcome to practice as much as you like. If you're practicing with a pen, I recommend that you place a few pieces of paper under the page that you're writing on so that the ink doesn't bleed onto the page under it. Alright, let's get started. Before you start writing, take a deep breath and clear your mind. Slowly breathe in as much air as you can through your nose and exhale all the negative emotions that you've been holding until this moment through your mouth. When you are mentally ready to write, you can start writing. Check the starting point, end point, the angle of the stroke, and the direction of the curve. After that, without hesitation, aim for the end point and move the pen smoothly. Try to write slower than you normally write, putting your heart and soul into each stroke. However, if you move the pen too slowly, the lines will become shaky, and if you move the pen too quickly, the lines will become thinner in areas you don't want them to be thinner. So, concentrate on finding the right speed. Once you've finished writing the character, look at the character as a whole and think about what changes you should make next in order to make it look even more beautiful. Of course, you don't have to take all the tips and points that I've told you and copy my way of writing the character. Trust your own sense of beauty and adjust accordingly. It's important that you're satisfied with the shapes of the characters you write. So, please use my tips and points as ideas and hints for adjusting the shape of the character to your sense of beauty. Of course, you can't change the shape so much that it no longer looks like a character. If you notice that you're thinking about something else while writing, immediately refocus on what you are writing. By repeating this exercise, you'll be able to notice when your attention starts to turn to something unrelated to your current action and gradually improve your concentration and self-control. So, let's practice together. Thank you for watching.